The work fling I can't quit. Hey coach, I don't know if this qualifies as a breakup story, but maybe it's the prequel. Well, it doesn't always have to be a breakup, right? I'm dedicated to figuring out your guys' problems and stories. Don't always end in a breakup, but it might end in a breakup. It's better to come to me before the breakup, correct? I cheated on my girlfriend. I feel guilty, but not enough to stop. All right, well, that's a problem. So would you like your girlfriend cheating on you? On a scale of 1 to 10, how attracted are you to your girlfriend? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust her? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is your connection? If you're up in the 8s on all of those, that's not easy to find, and you're playing with fire because, a lot of people, just to go back to that, because I just said that quick, 1 to 10 on your attraction level, right? So if you're 8, 9, or 10 on attraction, if you're 8, 9, or 10 on connection, and you should be a 10 on trust, okay? That is an extremely good relationship. If you're screwing around, you're playing with fire. Do you think she would do it to you? And would you be okay with the consequences of losing this girlfriend? Those are questions for you. It happened with a coworker. She's this super cute Filipina girl I work with. Great in bed, honestly, one of the best. Okay, so intimacy, attraction, convenience. You guys work together, so you don't need to meet up in a hotel. You didn't meet online, okay? Most cheating happens in the workplace. And yeah, I'd like to see her again. The crazy part is she has a boyfriend too, and I've met him. All right, so you guys are both creeping and crawling, and so you guys can meet each other in the parking lot, and you can probably make this work for some period of time. What you're not putting into account is the idea that that girlfriend that you have, you're in control of that information, right? And depending on how stealth and sleek you are, and sharp you are, you can keep that a secret for a while. Here's the part you're not realizing. That boyfriend she has, who knows? Maybe she wants him to find out. Maybe she wants to break up with him. So there's some women out there that they wouldn't care if the guy wants to fight you in the parking lot. Oh, he just saw one of my texts. So you think that's a variable that is just disregarded. It's more important that you have a girlfriend and keep it away. But the reality is, what if this boyfriend shows up at your work and wants to fight you? And you're like, I don't really want to fight her. This isn't even my girlfriend. You see where I'm going with this? It makes it even worse, okay? Also, what kind of character is she, let alone you, that you guys are both doing this? If you really like each other and the intimacy is outstanding, then you break up and she breaks up and you meet in the middle. Started innocently enough. Of course it did. Sweet eyes, right? I was just giving her a ride home. One thing led to another. Since then, we've kept things all business at work, but we definitely exchanged those let's do it again looks. I know you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. It's eye contact. It's attraction. When someone looks at you in the eyes and sweet eyes you and kind of does one of these and then looks down, they're attracted to you. There's something about you they like. Okay? I can feel it. It's going to happen again, probably more than once. Well, that's in your control. So if you're acting like, it just happened, this is completely in your control. There's men and women out there that can control temptation when they're in a monogamous relationship. If you're not one, then make a choice, because this won't end well. The fact that you work together is a big problem. So, if things go off the rails, and what happens in cheating relationships like this is someone usually pulls away because they feel guilty or they don't really want to continue it, and the other person still wants it. And if you work together, it creates a really bad situation. Thing is, I love my girlfriend. I really do. So what is love to you? Does it involve cheating? And if she cheated on you, how would you feel? But this other woman is too damn hot and the temptation's real. Okay, so here's my question. How can I have my cake and eat it too? So this was a question in a prior story. What's the strategy here? I just wouldn't advise it. If you love your girlfriend, then you're going to have to make a tough decision. If you really wanted a strategy here, you'd have to have a sit down with this girl and map out, hey, look, I'm going to keep my girlfriend. We need to keep this a secret. We only meet at these places. We only meet at these times. Do not text me anything late at night. You'd have to have all these kind of parameters and rules. And here's the thing. Even if she agreed to them, she's a human being with free will to change her mind or get sloppy with things. So the strategy would never be foolproof. There would always be the possibility of being found out. And here's the crazy thing. When you cheat and you're with someone you love and you spend a lot of time with, they know. They don't know right away. Okay? It's not like they just have psychic abilities, but they will know eventually that things are off. You know this if you've been in a relationship. Like, let me check your phone real quick, and you're usually right. Everyone has a little bit of psychic ability. That psychic ability is elevated when it's with someone that's close to you, friend, family member, colleague, but someone that is your intimate partner. You know them very well, and so you're subliminally picking up things, and she'll notice, like, wow, you're not hugging me the same, wow, you don't want intimacy the same, or you're doing things different in bed. And so there will be a beginning to an end. Questions to reflect on: what does having your cake and eating it too usually cost in the long run? It's not something that's sustainable. Okay, so it's a short-term fix, and really, when you have your cake and eat it too, it needs to be disclosed if it's going to be sustainable. So, for example, then have an open relationship. Tell your girlfriend, look, I want to see multiple women, and I want you to be number one. Does that work really well? Not usually, but is it possible? Absolutely. That's when having your cake and eating it too works. The problem is, will you let her have her cake and eat it too? Number 2, can you truly love someone and repeatedly betray them? Ooh, great question, huh? It's a twisted version of love. I know a lot of guys and women out there would say, yeah, but they don't think cheating is betrayal. They think it just happens or it's temptation. But to betray someone, such a strong word. Obviously, true love, unconditional love, good love at its best wouldn't involve betrayal. Now, here's what it does involve: forgiveness, possibly a second chance. So I think within individual relationships, when the smoke clears and someone's accountable, they get caught or they admit it. I've had clients before that they just had to admit it. They didn't get away with it. They just feel guilty. You can overcome that one time, maybe 2 times. But after that, it's a pattern. It's who you are, and it's disrespectful, and you're just going to keep doing it. Number 3, if your girlfriend was doing the exact same thing behind your back, how would you feel? That's a question for you.